Tonight on RBT...
My wife is probably freaking out right now.
You be quiet or your mate will get in trouble.
117 in a 60 zone.
You've got to get rid of the drugs, mate, because it's the quickest way to jail.
He's actually got a warrant for his arrest.
Out of the car, please. Why did you swap drivers? Stay there, don't move. Stop. This time I'm going to place you under arrest.
Police have locked down a major freeway out of Sydney on a Saturday night, and there's no escape for motorists.
We've got a 110 zone here on the F3, but with the assistance of the RTA, we break that down to an 80 zone and then a 40 zone and reduce it down to one lane. Give people plenty of warning that something's ahead, but they don't find out until they get here what that actually is.
Every driver is diverted into a truck weigh station. 30-year-old Carpenter Scott and his wife are on their way home from a wedding.
You're not drinking? You haven't been drinking?
No.
You're sober, eh?
I'm pregnant. Yeah, so pregnant. Good girl.
Scott's wife is pregnant and hasn't had a drink, but Scott thought he was fine to drive.
People are a preliminary reading of .087, so he's been arrested for the purpose of a breath test back in the RBT bus.
When was he last drunk?
Maybe 40 minutes ago, I suppose.
I can see in his eyes, his eyes are glassy and they are bloodshot. That could be tiredness, but I can smell alcohol on his breath, and he does appear somewhat affected.
Been at a wedding. We'd planned on coming home, so no real point on getting into it otherwise, you know what I mean? So, especially we recently found out the missus is pregnant, so.
If Scott blows as high as his roadside test, it's an immediate licence suspension. As a tradesman and new dad, that's going to be tough.
Tonight we're going to be patrolling the streets looking for drink drivers and other traffic offenders as well. And especially Friday, Saturday night, there seems to be a lot of hoons out and about, so that's what we're out for tonight.
Senior Constables Wade and Frenick are out on patrol, and it's not long before the in-car radar picks up a P-plate driver travelling way too fast.
Oh my God, 117 in a 60 zone.
Speed was just checked on Christie Street at 117 in a 60 zone. Any reason for your speed tonight?
No, sorry.
You aware of your speed?
I thought I was only going about 80.
You seriously expect me to believe that you would think you were doing 80? Okay, just count to 10 for me, thanks.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You get a phone on your door?
Yes.
Due to your speed, your licence is going to be suspended on the spot. So you're going to need to arrange for somebody to come and pick your car up.
Yep.
Okay, so while I'm taking care of the paperwork back at the vehicle, make your phone call, all right?
Yep.
Won't be too long. They don't seem to be getting the message. It wasn't that long ago that we lost 3 lives on the Great Western Highway, and that's just not sinking in. The ticket in relation to your speed tonight is $1,744. You also lose 6 points, which means for the next 3 years you're going to be running on 1 point. So you're going to have to change your driving habits because that speed is just appalling.
Back on the road, and a defective motorcycle gets the officer's attention.
Got no back light. Come on, guys, come on.
So the reason being stopped is you've got no lights on the back of your car, your motorbike.
We took it for a ride. It's the anniversary.
Do you have your licence? Thank you, sir. Yours, motorbike?
Yeah. Oh, I just bought it actually. I haven't
Is there anything wrong with your licence, sir? Any unpaid fines or anything like that? What? Do you know about the lights are out?
No, like I said, I just bought the thing. The only reason I'm having a ride is because it's our 50th anniversary tonight, so I just take it for a ride.
Your what, sorry?
It's our 50th anniversary tonight.
50?
Fifth. So I just took it for a ride.
No dramas. Thank you. I'll just get you to count to 10 for me.
Yep, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Well, I'll just do some checks, and you can't drive that around.
We just basically went for a ride around the big block. We are, we've been together for about probably 14 years or more, just 50th wedding anniversary, yeah.
What Adam doesn't know is that the licence check will put an end to any romantic plans.
He's actually got a warrant for his arrest.
On a busy street in the outer suburbs, local police have set up a random drug and alcohol testing facility. Senior Constable Kowalczyk has just completed a test and has the results for the driver.
You supplied us with a sample of your saliva, okay, being the drug test, okay, you give us a positive indication of an illicit substance, okay? So at this stage you're under arrest, okay? Just right this way, sir. Just jump off the road for me so you don't get hurt.
Just make your way up the stairs straight ahead. You've failed our roadside test. It's indicated, and it's only an indicator, that you're positive to a drug. Because of that, you've been placed under arrest for the purpose of a secondary test, okay? This will give us another result after we take a sample of your saliva, and will tell us that you have to stay off the road for 24 hours, or if it goes negative, you'll be right to drive away, but we'll see how we go, okay?
I already got caught before about this. I still got my card still going.
If it comes back positive, depending on the time frames, put on the same day.
A second drug charge could mean that Robert faces some heavy penalties when he goes before the magistrate. Friday night in Castle Hill, and police are out and about doing mobile RBT around licensed premises, making sure that all the drivers stick to their blood alcohol limits.
Have you had any alcohol tonight?
Just finished work.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and I've had one drink.
Laura works behind the bar at a nearby hotel.
One of our regulars bought me a drink and I thought I should stay and have it.
When was your last drink?
About 5 minutes ago.
What did you actually have?
Shot of tequila.
A shot of that's it?
Tequila and about that much orange juice.
Oh, okay. No, we're obliged to give you 15 minutes.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
So you get rid of your mouth alcohols. Because what will happen if we do it now, and you got mouth alcohol in there, there's a potential you'll give us a false reading. And if you go over on the roadside test, we've got to take you to the police station for a breath analysis.
Yeah, well, I'm a smaller person, so that kind of bothers me.
In Mount Druitt, Robert is providing a sample of his saliva for drug testing.
Okay, Rob, so we take that from me.
Look at that.
Yep, take that.
Yeah.
And then that absorbent part underneath your tongue. Now close your lips. That's it. Now relax.
Robert has tested positive to methamphetamine roadside. This form of testing can detect the presence of drugs such as cannabis, speed, ice and ecstasy.
So what did you take to cause the positive result?
Hey?
Have you taken anything?
Oh, yesterday, yes.
Yesterday? What was it? What did you take?
Shabs.
Shabs? What's that mean?
I think it's
methamphetamine?
Yeah.
All right.
This isn't the first time Robert's been in trouble for drugs, but he didn't know he could get caught the day after using.
You understand that if you take amphetamines, or in fact cannabis, that it stays in your system for some time, and then if you drive the next day or the day after that, it's still in your system?
That's why I'm not worried, because I took it yesterday. I thought it'd be over by now.
You should know that as a condition of your licence. If you hold a driver's licence, you need to know these things, because you've seen what's happened now. You're sitting here in front of me now facing a bit of strife.
Adam and his wife were out for a ride on their new bike to celebrate their wedding anniversary.
Yeah, we've been together for about probably 14 years or more, just 50th wedding anniversary, yeah.
But a broken light attracted police attention And the result of a licence check has brought those celebrations to an abrupt end.
He's actually got a warrant for his arrest for a driving with illicit drug in his oral fluid. We'll call for a cage truck and he'll be taken to Mount Druitt Police Station. I've actually done some inquiries on our system and indicates that you've failed to turn up for court for a driving matter.
Yeah, I've been ringing the police at Windsor for it. We've got the details at home of the lady I spoke to.
Yeah.
And I actually left like both my work numbers with them and everything. I just haven't received a call back yet.
Well, at this stage, sir, you're under arrest.
Fair enough.
You don't have to say anything if you don't want to. Anything you do say or do will be recorded and maybe used in evidence. Do you understand that?
No.
Okay, do you have anything on you that you shouldn't? No firearms, knives or anything like that?
No.
Just before you, as you take you back, we do check to make sure you don't have any weapons or anything like that.
Yep.
Well, now you're in our custody. Okay, have you got, do you have a licence, ma'am?
Not for the bike. The only reason we went for a ride, I took her for a ride because it was our anniversary.
Yeah, okay.
No, not from kids.
Sorry? Have you got someone who can turn up for you?
I'll try and ring someone now. Happy anniversary, baby.
Scott and his wife are on their way home from a wedding. He's just blown .087 roadside. His pregnant wife hadn't been drinking, but Scott thought he was fine to drive.
She's only 8 weeks pregnant at the moment, so rather than trying to take the shine off the wedding, trying to keep it hush, everyone's like, why aren't you guys drinking? And ordinarily you're partying on, I'm on antibiotics. Yeah, I'm on antibiotics and gin just doesn't feel it. You guys never not feel like it, so.
What size drinks do you drink?
Just standard can of beer.
Oh, cans, were they?
Yep.
How many would you say you had?
I reckon about 4 in probably 6 hours. I've previously been done for low range DUI off 2 schooners. 2 schooners in my local pub, cruising home. To be honest, you could turn right or you could turn left. And I could see the RBT in similar sort of situation. Thought I was right to drive. Pulled out and I think I blew .06. It was a good wake up. 3 months on the train is not a good thing. She'll be right. The only thing that I'm a little bit suspect on is a chest infection. So I've been on antibiotics. And everyone knows you go to the doctors, they say don't drink when you're on antibiotics.
Big deep breath. Start blowing until I tell you to stop, okay? Go. Stop there. Give us a reading in about 30 seconds.
Back in Western Sydney, Robert's saliva sample is being tested for drugs. He's been caught before and was trying to give up.
Ever since I got caught, I stopped for a while. I just took it yesterday.
While he waits for the results, he's considering the consequences of being charged with driving while influenced by an illicit substance.
So I won't be able to pick up my son anymore. If he goes sports, I go with him. Because I only pick him up like every fortnight.
Robbie, your test is finished. The results are here. But it's tested positive to XTC, which is the methamphetamine you told me about, okay? This is a notice of prohibition from driving for 24 hours. Okay, I just need you to have a quick look at it. The last thing we need to do before you're out of here is seal the rest of your sample. What's left there, that'll go to the lab, and in 3 weeks or thereabouts, the constable will call you and give you the good or bad news. You got to get rid of the drugs, mate, because you keep coming under our notice, and it's the quickest way to jail. So you know what you got to do. Okay, mate. As we just saw with Robert, he told us that he took the methamphetamine the day before. It was in his system the next day, and it'll still be in his system tomorrow, and who knows how long. So it's a message to everybody. If you take drugs, it will stay in your system, and you just can't drive. Simple as that.
In Castle Hill, bar worker Laura has had an anxious 15-minute wait by the side of the road while any mouth alcohol dissipates.
No, one of our regulars bought me a drink and I thought I should stay and have it.
And all because she didn't want to be rude to a customer.
The first day I decided to have a drink.
Sorry?
I said the only time I ever have a drink before or after work.
I know. When someone offers to buy you a drink next time, you'll probably say,
Nope.
No, thanks. Okay, what I'll get you to do is one long continuous breath till I tell you to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Bit harder, keep going, stop. Beautiful, not a drama. Can I just get you to grab the straw for me?
Next time a local buys me a drink, that's not happening now. That scared me a little bit too much, even though I only had one drink, so.
Next stop is outside a nearby pub, where police spot a P-plater leaving with his lights off.
The reason why I stopped you, mate, is because you're driving without your headlights on.
James was doing a good deed, getting his friends out of trouble.
Oh, well, someone was about to fight him, and they're from my area, so I just drove. I decided to drive them home to get them out of there.
How come you didn't have your headlights on, though?
I didn't notice, so I was just like getting out of there.
So you forgot?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Have you got your licence here with you tonight?
They say no good deed goes unpunished, and it looks like James's mates are making that a certainty.
Can I make a friendly suggestion? You be quiet, or your mate will get in trouble. Yeah, you in the back, mate. I'm talking to you. Okay, just.
In the middle of nowhere.
The wheels have fallen off Adam and his wife's anniversary night.
Happy anniversary, mate.
Turns out Adam has an outstanding warrant. He'd failed to front up to court, so now he's under arrest.
He was charged with driving with illicit drug in his oral fluid. I believe the drugs were both amphetamine and cannabis. He'll be conveyed to Penrith and he'll be heard at court tomorrow.
Help finally arrives for Adam's wife. While back at the station, he has a night in the cells to think about how he's going to make it up to his wife.
Yeah, she's a good sport. I hope she smiles still. It's not exactly a good anniversary for a girl though, is it, you know? Not a guy, but anyways. It is what it is, I just hope they sort it out soon.
In Castle Hill, police have stopped a P-plater who was driving without his headlights on. James was saving his mates from a drunken brawl in a pub car park.
I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You be quiet, or your mate will get in trouble. Okay?
But it's landed him in some strife of his own.
It's because you're driving without your headlights on. Why come you haven't got your headlights on?
I don't know. We just took off because some guys tried to fight him and then they jumped in the car.
Just take the plastic off the tube.
Yep.
Mate, one long continuous breath till I tell you to stop, okay? Stop. Just grab the tube. Good man. What are you going to do next time you get in the car when it's night time?
Put my lights in. Hey, you're doing a really good job there, keeping a steady arm, you are. God loves your little socks.
Big deep breath. Start blowing until I tell you to stop, okay? Go.
Scott could have let his pregnant wife drive home, but he was sure he was fine to drive. He blew .087 roadside, and now he could be looking at a second drink driving conviction.
Okay, it's analysed a sample of your breath. You've blown a reading of .065, which is low range. Any comment you'd like to make?
Well, I assume the machine's accurate, so I would have to take the outcome of this, which would be going to court to explain myself, I suppose, which I've done previously, so I'm looking probably most likely at the suspension of my licence. My wife is probably freaking out right now.
You'll be right to still hold your licence at this stage, okay? Yep. Depending on what the magistrate says in about 4 weeks' time.
Yeah. Well, it'll suit me just to drive home and...
Yeah. I think he's disappointed in himself. He seemed to show genuine remorse for the situation. He put himself in and his wife, pregnant wife. So I think he feels he's let the team down a bit tonight, I think, yeah.
I was fairly certain that I was okay to drive, otherwise I would have let her drive, because obviously she has nothing to drink, so. I suppose it's just a bloke being a bloke, trying to get his missus home, more or less.
Scott was fined $500. His licence was suspended for 3 months. Adam was remanded in custody for 23 days awaiting sentencing. He was convicted of driving with an illicit substance in his system. He was fined $400 and his licence was suspended for 6 months. Robert's lab results proved positive to methamphetamine. He was fined $500 and his licence was suspended for 6 months. In addition to his $1,744 fine, Richard was disqualified from driving for 6 months. Next week on RBT.
I've seen the effects of just marijuana. Yeah, it's not pretty.
Last night the Mardi Gras was on. As you can see, there's 4 or 5 lanes of traffic coming out of the city here.
You want to get caught the first time, but you're going to get caught eventually.